BBC Naruto.
EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present opening round coverage of the PGA Championship. They have gathered from around the world here at Quail Hollow in Charlotte, North Carolina for the final major championship of the year. We will crown our next PGA Championship winner. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Happy to be here calling all the action. Frank, what is the mindset for this final major of the season?
Oh, I think it's taken a long time to get here, but it's well deserved, Rich. When you think of the luster of the Wanamaker Trophy, winners like Rory McIlroy, Jordan Spieth of recent, but Gary Player, Jack Nicklaus, Lee Trevino, the list goes on and on. The fourth major, some say the defining major of the year, but played at a golf course that we're well used to now. So I'm looking forward to it, Rich.
You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Frank, what's the player looking at here on the approach at the first?
Just a short iron. We really want to check which side of the mound that the flag is today. You do not want to be pitching your approach shot on the side of that mound.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. And getting ready for the putt. Now sitting at 2 under par. Frank, this is a really fun hole, a pretty short par 3, downhill.
Yeah, half a club, you can allow for that, so it won't play its full yardage. You can really see that right part of the green. That's the most inviting one, but when they stick the flag on the left, you really have to be precise.
Tugged that one a little bit offline to the left, and he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick. Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
That drops for another birdie. 2 in a row to start the round. Frank, here at the third, players facing a challenging tee shot.
For a number of reasons, Rich. One, that the hole bends to the left. 2, that the fairway starts to run out. And 3, the length of the second shot. You get rewarded the better you hit your tee shot down here.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, the PGA Championship historically has given us some of the game's greatest names.
Yeah, I think the diversity of the championship now, the fact that it allows 20 club professionals to go in, the people that teach the game, and yet at the same token, it allows the best players to showcase. The Nicklauses of the world, the Gary Players of the world, all the guys that are in the Hall of Fame that have played this great game, that have tried to win the PGA Championship. This is an event that started in match play, and it's now fully entrenched as one of the great stroke play events in the world.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. You have to make those from that distance? That hurts. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. To -2 early in the round. We have already begun. Let's pick up with the action at hole number 4. Couple of birdies already on the card. Still early, Frank, but we've seen some solid play.
This is exactly how you want to start the first round of the tournament, Rich.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Frank, what are we looking at here on the second shot to the 4th?
Another green with 3 different levels. This time, though, the green runs away a lot from the right towards the left. You cannot afford to miss the green on the right.
Good looking shot right here. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
So a tester from 4 feet. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Will not be happy with that one. Has this to save par. With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. Now to the first par 5 here at Quail Hollow, the 5th hole. It's 570 yards, and it would seem, Frank, that this tee shot sets up well for a guy like Rory McIlroy.
It does. Someone that hits it long and moves the ball right to left, and that's what you're going to have to do here. One of the main reasons for that is not necessarily the dogleg, but the fact that the fairway, Rich, slopes away from you. It slopes to the right and away. So that makes that tee shot so much more difficult.
Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. On the green in regulation. This one just requires a little bit of focus. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. And with that putt, he moves to 3 under. Now set to tee off at the 6th. It is a long par 3, 250 yards.
We could take a little bit off for the downhill, but whichever way you look at it, it's still going to be a beefy par 3. Protected on the left by that front bunker, and if you sort of scoot one long, there's another bunker over there as well.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie.
It's at sneaky distance.
Do that.
Well, Frank, an eagle is in play here at the par 5 7th.
And a 6 and a 7 and an 8 or a 9, actually. This is a potential scorecard record, the 7th hole. Many a tee shot has found that creek on the right, trees, problems on the left. There's no question there's a reward for a good tee shot here. But then there's a decision on do you go for this par 5 and 2. It's not overly long, just over 530 yards. It is very tempting. Well, it's going to take a good one here considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
Some really poor play to this point. There we go. Well, he gave us a demonstration today why he's one of the best in the sport. Every green hit in regulation. Just 5 feet left. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, there's a lot to chew on here as you get to the tee at the 532-yard par 5 7th.
In today's game, 530 plus change you'd think is incredibly short. And look at the trouble in front of you. Water all the way down the right side and around that right side of the green. Bunkers left. This is not for the faint of heart.
That was just a beautiful drive. He hit it solid and right in the middle. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. Getting set now over the putt. Almost. Wow.
Just when you think you're going to make birdie. Now, have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
Well, you can see it there. Feels very good about what he's doing. That's a nice par putt. Stays at 6 under. Well, Frank, what do you think of the 9th hole here at Quail Hollow?
Oh, I think it's a beauty, Rich. One of those long, nice drawing tee shots. 500 yards is a par 4. You have to hit a good drive down there. The fairway doesn't camber that much. Hole does dogleg to the left. Big advantage for a big tee shot here.
Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
With this will require a good strike of the golf ball. It's a pretty long shot into this par 4 9th. That will be a great look at birdie. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Lining this one up for par. Par here's fine, isn't it, Frank? Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. That is a really good shot landing close to the flagstick. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. Back here at the par 4 11th at Quail Hollow, set to tee off. What's the right game plan here, Frank?
Oh, there's two really. That left bunker off the tee, it's about 265 yards to get it on the fairway, or 308 yards, 310 yards run out there. I've seen players just try and carry the bunker, sort of set up a short iron, and I've seen players like Rory McIlroy just try and blast a driver with a hook on it. Both strategies have worked.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special.
Rich, right now, this does not look like the same player we saw earlier on in the day.
I don't recognize him. He was hitting it all over the ballpark in the first few holes. I didn't think there was any chance that he'd be where he is right now. Credit to him, this took guts.
Yeah, his composure is so different right now.
Well, that's the beauty of this game. You stay with it. It's 18 holes. You keep fighting, and you can put a score on the card. Birdie try up next. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Just a beautiful roll there.
Oh, that's like stealing.
Par 4 12th here at Quail Hollow, 456 yards. Frank, break it down for us.
Well, there's no fairway bunkers either side, so you feel like there's nothing to work the ball off, and consequently, it's very easy to sneak it in the rough on the left or the right, and then that makes that second shot so much more difficult going up the hill. This is one hole that you have to pick a line on. You really have to know your line off the tee. There's a nice big tree down there in the distance. That's the one you want to work it off. Second shot.
is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is going.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Settles in over the putt. They'll take it. That's a par. Here we are at the par 3, 13th hole. It's 210 yards. What does it take here, Frank?
It's one actually where you'd rather be conservative than aggressive here. And the reason why is this green tends to roll off at the back and the front and the middle there. So it's just something that pitches more in the central part of the green is really what's required.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. 9 under for the round. Well, Frank, as we arrive at the par 4 14th, just 345 yards, our players no doubt are looking for a little advice from a guy who's been there. You've done it at the highest level. What's the right play here?
Rich, after all these years, I think it's like a modified tee shot. And what I'm going to say with that is like a strong 3-wood, something that pitches around 270 and kicks 30 or 40 yards, finishes up about 20 yards short of the green. I think that's the best ploy. You won't be able to get at all the flags, but I think you'll play the hole under par for the week.
When's the right time to pull out the big driver and have a go at this green?
I don't think there is, but maybe you at home should try.
Well, that's how you keep a round going, make putts just like that. Now as we arrive at the par 5 15th hole here at Quail Hollow, 577 yards, Frank, I think a player has to be thinking about doing what Rory McIlroy did in 2010.
It's the last of the holes that you can really be aggressive on, Rich. So a good drive down here. I'm well aware of the fact that there's water on the left. This is a good chance to make something happen before you play the green mile.
And that's what McIlroy did. Hit a tracer, then a 5-iron, knocked it in for eagle, shot 62, and won for the first time on the PGA Tour. Good lie in the fairway, but a good chance to make something happen here. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Frank, it's one thing to jumpstart your round. This would ignite the round.
Yeah, you don't normally see 2 par 5s back-to-back. So the chances of having consecutive eagles is so rare.
Pretty good effort right there. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. So close. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
He has this attempt for par. He'll take par and move on. This is the start of what some say is the toughest finishing stretch on the PGA Tour. It's known as the Green Mile. Frank, what makes it so challenging?
Well, this hole in particular, Rich, the dogleg right, it means it plays every inch of it's just over 500 yards. That bunker you can see down the right, 325 yards to carry that. If you can fly the ball that far, at least you can chew off 2/3 of this hole, and that is well required here. Otherwise, it's a long, long second shot.
Ends up in the first cut, and he'll have a pretty good look at the hole location from here. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Frank, this is all you want in a par 3, especially late in the round. You have to carry the water. You have to deal with the pressure. At 221 yards, this requires a player's very best.
On the process of elimination, don't go long, don't go left, don't go short, and right is marginal. It doesn't leave you with much.
That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here. Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. Here we are, the 18th hole at Quail Hollow. Simply put, Frank, a player needs to hit maybe his best tee shot of the day.
I would agree with you, Rich. If you were to measure this hole from trees on the left to trees on the right, it's actually a really wide fairway or expansive land. But that creek that just meanders its way through the middle of this hole completely changes the nature of this hole. And consequently, you hit the nail on the head. If you don't hit a good tee shot, you will rack up something here. And I've got no idea how big it would be.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, Frank, round 1 in the books. Look who's on top of the leaderboard.
And that's with some strong play today. They don't really need to look back. Strong play heading into the second round tomorrow.
CBC Naruto, over and out.